Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Novita Nur Istiqomah from class 3C. The Honorable Mr. Udi Samanhudi is our academic speaking lecturer. To fulfill my final examination, I will present my argumentative speech talking about online classes versus traditional classes. Today, when online education is becoming a vital part of the education family, almost all major universities offer distance education or online courses. The modern technology has infiltrated the education sector, and as a result, many college students now prefer taking online classes as opposed to attending the regular classes. This is because the online classes are convenient for such students and more so for those who have to both work and attend classes. However, students who have enrolled for online learning do not benefit from the one-on-one interaction with their peers and teachers. Here, we shall endeavor to examine the differences between the online classes and the traditional classes with a preference for the latter. The difference between traditional and online is especially noticeable in three dimensions. First is access to learning, classroom space, and the possibility of implementing innovative teaching practice. One of the major characteristics of online education is flexibility, the ability to take classes in any place with an internet connection at any time of the day or night. One instant reason is why online learning has become so popular. It is very cheap compared to traditional classes. The convenience and flexibility of online learning allows you to study at any time, virtually anywhere you have an internet connection. It's an ideal solution for people with demanding work schedules and family obligations. In many situations, you can pause the content or go back to a portion to refresh your memory. This is incredibly helpful when you need to spend extra time on a challenging topic. In addition, online courses are easily accessible on much smaller budget. People take their professional level courses generally to increase their education levels and enhance their career opportunities in their jobs. According to logically, an online class is more convenient for them as it saves valuable time, money, and energy. But in other hand, students undertaking online learning are likely to be withdrawn because they hardly interact one-on-one with their fellow online students or even their instructors. The only form of interaction is online. As such, it becomes hard for them to develop a special bond with other students and instructors. With traditional learning, however, students have the freedom to interact freely, and this helps to strengthen their existing bond. Traditional study is being still the most governing form of pursuing an education, because continuous interaction between students and teachers as it helps students to get clear of their fears regarding exam, can rarely happen with online guidance. Most likely, this is what keeps this form of traditional learning still so much in demand. As students can be in touch with others or ask questions personally to their professor. They feel more responsible regarding their exams, toward every deadline that comes their way, and commit to regular attendance. Traditional education technique generally is still being used in school. The traditional way of teaching was all about performance. The teacher would listen to everyone's students' recitation, and they were expected to learn by heart the assignment. One advantage of the traditional classes over online classes is that students who are not disciplined enough may not be able to sail through successfully because there is nobody to push them around. With traditional classes, however, there are rules to put them in check. As such, students attending traditional classes are more likely to be committed to their education. It's there in Donovan et al. 286. Another advantage of the traditional classes is all the doubt that students might be having regarding a given course content can be cleared by the instructor on the spot. Unlike online learning, where such explanation might not be as coherent as the students would have wished. In conclusion, online learning is convenient and has less basic requirements compared with traditional learning. It also allows learners who would have ordinarily not gone back to school to access an education. However, online students do not benefit from a close interaction with their peers and instructors as do their regular counterparts. Also, regular students can engage their instructors more easily and relatively faster in case they want to have certain sections of the course explained, unlike online students. But they are easily accessible and flexible. This is because that both system can be supportive to anyone in his or her studies to get qualified education degree. To get better results depends on how you have planned the technique to use. For today, students might have choose which one of two which best of their careers and specifying their objectives while starting courses. Traditional and online students, each one has better positive impact on the society, most likely on education. I think that's enough from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.